Hey everyone, welcome to this month's O.C.D gaming news, and girl, there is a lot to talk about, so let's get to it. First things first, I have to give a special shout out to my beloved Patreons at the infected level. Big shout out to D Cell, Sven Jacobs, Dave934, Daniel Kelly, Cody Neff Rogers, and Taylor Wall. Thank you all for your love and support on Patreon, and thanks for supporting the struggle. Shout out to Cookie and Daisy, my co-hosts. They're on their co-host couch today. They are set up so nicely in the corner there because there is so much Halloween cosplay shenanigans. The drag laboratory is so filled it is taking over my entire house. So that is why that is there. I had to move stuff out of the way. And my dress form, Miss Denise, she is working very hard behind the scenes, holding up my creations. And Miss Wanda, the wig head, she is also holding the wig down, holding it together out of frame so you can't see it. But that is what's happening here. That's why this weird setup is happening. So everything else is out of sight, so you don't see it before Halloween. I hope you live for it. I hope you love it. Now, back to the news. It's time for the Gamers Court. Today on the docket, besides this green horrifying Shrek-inspired makeup for Halloween bitch, we have someone who has incensed the court even more than this makeup bitch. Today we have on the docket the snitchery, the fuckery, the foolery, a case of fuck around and find out. Bitch. This is the case of Dan Allen versus the gaming industry, bitch. I would like to preface this case to please make sure you refrain from harassing the plaintiffs and the defendants in this case. We are not supporting any hate or any ill will towards either the plaintiff or the defendant in this case. Bitch, this ain't a real court. But Dan Allen outed himself as the insider in question for revealing all of the insider information for the leaks that has been going on in the video game industry. Now let's get into it. He accidentally outed himself by tweeting from his wrong account. He had poked the bear, Jason Schreier, who is a journalist, no shade to him either. Dan Allen broke his NDAs, broke embargoes, and leaked all the information he was not supposed to. Investigative reporter Jason Schreier, the Nancy Drew, had found out, investigated the case, and really broke this case wide open. He broke multiple NDAs and finally admitted to it after at first denying it. It turns out the Twitter account called The Real Insider, the latest in a crop of leakers posing as gaming industry insiders, was actually Dan Allen Gaming. The account had convinced many in the scene that it was the real deal after accurately teasing which new Assassin's Creed games would be revealed at Ubisoft's 2022 gaming showcase, but it now appears Allen was simply leaking embargoed, privileged information he received as an influencer. I'm sorry to everyone for my actions, he wrote on Twitter before deleting both accounts, bitch. Let's check to see if his account's still there. I'm gonna look right now. I'm gonna do a little Nancy Drewing myself right now. The only one I can find is his Dan Allen Gaming account, and the last post was from September 18th, so that has been over almost a month ago when the shit hit the fan. I'm sorry to everyone for my actions, he wrote on Twitter before deleting both accounts. Allen has 189,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, where he posts guides, interviews with voice actors, and playthroughs of everything from Multiverse to Elden Ring. No one suspected him of secretly leaking industry marketing materials he received under embargo until he accidentally responded to someone asking The Real Insider a question on Twitter as his main Dan Allen Gaming account. After that, Bloomberg's Jason Schreier combed through past tweets from both accounts and discovered plenty of overlap. So he first denied it was him, and then he admitted and apologized for it in his tweet. Okay, so his YouTube channel is still up, Dan Allen Gaming, but his last post was from 3 weeks ago when this all went down. He has not posted anything in over 3 weeks. What will be his next move? How will he ever recover from this? He only admitted he did it because he got caught because he first denied it. And now he was like, there was no choice. He had to come out and say it. It was like so obvious it was him. The receipts speak for themselves. Now, I don't want anyone sending him any hate or ill will or malicious intent at all. That's not what I'm about. Okay, but girl is really going through it. She is going through the gigs. So what really gets me, what's really twists my horns, right, is when you are so freaking privileged to be in the same space as these gaming developers who you say you admire and you love, right? You have been given all of this access and privilege to go and sit with them and see private events and private things that no one could see, that you are yourself have been invited to so graciously, right? And all you gotta do, bitch, is keep your motherfucking mouth shut. That's all you gotta do. Keep shut. Keep it zipped, bitch. All right, that's all you gotta do is shut it until they say you can talk about it. And what I don't get is what you get out of leaking information. And you know, I am not a fan of leakers and people who spoil shit. I am not. Oh my God, I don't understand why people do it, but they do it, bitch. But you get nothing for it because you're like a leaker. No one knows who you are, and like even if you did, like what do you have to gain from it? It's so ridiculous. I mean, I know, I guess you get clicks and whatever, and no one knows who you are, but you get the money, honey. Me, someone who is a little guy, a little channel, a little girl channel right here with like the little mini me channel. Oh my God, you can barely see Cookie. Look at Cookie. He's back. My co-host is sleeping on the job again. He's next on the game squad. I'm only kidding. So someone like me who would be so grateful, so thankful, so humbled to be privileged to that kind of information. You would be so grateful, wouldn't you? I know I would be so grateful to get this privileged information. I would be so thrilled to be a part of the industry, so thrilled to be a part of getting something, like getting a look at something before it happens, getting a look at games before they release, and like saving it for when the time is, when we are legally allowed, like legally. Like, does that mean anything to anyone anymore? I don't get it, bitch. I don't understand it. Like, I would be so afraid to even like tell Cookie and Daisy about it, and they don't say nothing to nobody. They're very good secret keepers, I'll have you know. So I don't get it. He just pissed away all that cred he had built up over the years just to throw it away for some quick clout. I don't get it, bitch. I don't understand it for the life of me. I would never, bitch. She could never. So that's my opinion. No hate to him. I'm sure he is suffering enough now, but girl, now get out of my courtroom. These bitches. Next case. Now, I just want to give a special shout out to Double Fine and to a special shout out to my favorite time of year, Rocktober. It is October, aka Rocktober, where we celebrate all things Brutal Legend. If you've been following me on Twitter, I'm wearing my 10th anniversary Brutal Legend shirt. I only break this bitch out for special occasions because she is very special. She's very metallic. She's very metal. And you know, I live for Brutal Legend, my favorite video game of all time. And shout out to Double Fine. So every day on Twitter from October 1st to October 13th, I do a special shout out each day celebrating one of the main characters from the game. As you can see, it's all up on my wall. I fucking live for that game. It's my favorite. So shout out to Rocktober and Brutal Legends and Tim Schafer and everyone at Double Fine who had their hands in making of that gorgeous heavy metal game of my life. I live for it. I love for it. So I wanted to do like a special. Last year I did my Drowned Ophelia cosplay. I only gave myself a week to do it, so I don't know how so I was able to do it in 1 week, quick. But I wanted to do a different type of cosplay for Brutal Legend, which I will probably do around the anniversary of the studio, which is July 26th. Also Tim Schafer's birthday. So I'll probably be doing something like that when it's slower in the summer, because between this cosplay, which you will have already seen by the time this comes out. What did you think of my cosplay? What did you think of A Plague Tale? What did you think of my High Priestess cosplay? That took a lot of time. And I'm working on my Halloween cosplay right now. So keep a lookout for it. Halloween, it will be out. Oh, it is big, bitch. I did a lot of work on it. I'm still working on it. I'm coming around, almost finishing up, finishing touches. So hopefully it will all be done and up on time for Halloween. You know, I do something every year for Halloween. So I hope you guys can check it out. A lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of moolah, bitch, goes into it. This is Bitch on a Budget Productions, but we do our very best. So, shout out to Rocktober, Brutal Legend, happy anniversary, happy 12-year anniversary, happy 13-year anniversary. Yeah, 2009 it came out. So, we have to celebrate every year and do right by our gorgeous Brutal Legend. Play it, it's on Xbox. This is not sponsored, bitch. This is not sponsored by Double Fine, although it should be. Now, something huge that happened this month for Outbreak Day for The Last of Us Day. We should say it has been renamed. It has been rebranded, bitch, since Miss Coronavirus came into the picture. So we have now switched from Outbreak Day to The Last of Us Day. So it was a big day, bitch. First, for Outbreak Day, Naughty Dog gave us a blog post, and it gave us a bunch of new gifts and wallpapers that we can use for Outbreak Day, which was very cute. We live for the silly gifts that they always do. They had a lot of photo mode stuff up, which was great too. But then Neil Druckmann and Craig Mazin were teasing about something else was on the horizon for Outbreak Day, and boy did they deliver. Even HBO was in on it. They were giving us teasers of like just a black screen and just the clicker sounds for like a quick clip, a 10-second or 5-second clip. I was getting my life. I was ready to jump out of my seat. So we actually got the trailer for The Last of Us HBO series, and I got my life. Everyone was like kind of disappointed that I didn't do a reaction for the trailer, but I'm going to tell you why I didn't do a reaction for the trailer. I was not able to even be in front of the camera. I was like not in a position to even start recording, right? I was not in my setup. I was not able to record. But I was so freaking anxious to see it that I was so afraid I was going to see spoilers online, and I'm like, if I don't watch it this instant, I'm going to get something spoiled for me. It's going to be all over social media before I have a chance to even record my reaction. So I literally had no self-control. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I had no self-control. I could not wait 5 seconds to hit that play button. I was like, I gotta play. So I watched it, girl. I was hooting. I was hollering. I was screaming. I was fainting, passing out. I died, resurrected, came back to life, died again, dug myself up out of the grave like Eric Draven in The Crow, and I brought myself back to life, and I screamed. I was getting my life. Guys, it was everything. That trailer, perfection. I did a breakdown video of by frame, and I'm not joking, frame by frame, bitch, and you know I am everyone's called me the OG, The Last of Us, O.C.D OG for the TLOU. And like, I'm not joking, bitch. Like, if you guys have been here for a while, I've been doing this for 7 years, right? I think 7 years almost. Yeah, 7 years. This summer was 7 years. I've been on this channel struggling, right, for 7 years, sharing my love for all things video games. But it definitely loved The Last of Us. I have done it on grounded mode on the channel. I have done it remake of the channel. I've done everything. So I'm just finished replaying it now. I'm doing Left Behind now on the PS5, and it's gorgeous. It's everything. So you know, every week I'm promising you what I may do, because HBO does not fuck around. They will take my channel down if I show video of anything from the show. So what I'm going to do is just record my reactions as I'm watching it here in the studio in my laboratory. I will record my reactions every night, and I'll every show, and then I'll do my breakdown of the show. We'll talk about it. I'll do a post-show talk about, but I will just show you my reactions and maybe just the audio. I don't even know. Let me know if you'd be into that. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited for the show. Hopefully it'll be early 2023. It looks gorgeous. I love the characters so much, and I think they're going to do an amazing job. Also, Bella Ramsey was told when she was filming, that's Cookie making all the harumping noises over there, was told, like, if you haven't played the game yet, don't play it. We want your honest portrayal without being influenced by the game. And even Pedro Pascal had said that he played a little bit of it, or he watched some playthrough of it just to get some kind of sense of the material, but he wasn't relying too heavily on it. He didn't watch the entire thing. So I really feel like we're going to get really organic and realistic reactions to what's going on for the story, and they've been singing its praises, how much they love it, and I can't wait for it. So stay tuned for that. Whenever it drops, the next day you will have a video every week when it finally releases. I'm so happy. Now, another leak, probably the biggest carjacking in history, is GTA 6, bitch. This was insane. This is the biggest hack that has ever, and especially for Rockstar Games. This is terrible. Like, I don't understand why people do this. So here's what had happened. It looks like the GTA 6 leaks were real. I will not be showing any pictures of any leaks or any video. It's been all out there. I don't believe in that. It was like literally all on my feed on Twitter. I wasn't even trying to watch it. I'm like, what is this? And then like I realized it was like, okay, it was part of the leaked material. I'm sure that's all been taken down and pulled from the internet, hopefully. But it's still been shared, and it's like, and then what the, not the nice thing that happened, but like it was nice of other developers, because people were saying, oh, it looks like shit, or it looks like, and it's like, it's not complete footage. It wasn't polished. It's like in game as it's being developed. So what happened is that all other developers from all of the different game developing companies showed their pre-builds, right? All their pre-builds, like even Uncharted 4 looks like a bunch of blocks moving on the screen. It looks like nothing. It looks terrible because they have to actually build the game and then they make it pretty, right? They were saying, oh, aesthetics is the first thing. People were complaining. Like, girl, you have to put a lot of work into getting that game moving and fully polished before it goes live, before it goes on, before it goes gold. So like, don't be coming for Miss GTA because you caught her in the morning without her makeup on and with like her hair a mess, and you woke up next to Miss GTA 6 and you said, oh, this is not what I signed up for last night. And now you see the real T with no makeup, hair a mess, bad breath and everything, bitch. But that is Miss GTA 6, so you have to love her or leave her. And don't worry, she's going to get it together before release day, and she's going to have a fresh coat of paint on her, bitch, and you're going to live for her. The GTA 6 hacker was arrested, and also reportedly he sold the GTA 5 source code before they were arrested. And his pseudonym name is Teapot, bitch. He has spilled the tea out of the teapot. The tea was piping hot. And he pleaded not guilty. All right, we will keep you posted on this as this story develops. If there is any more story, girl, I don't know. It's a hot mess. Now, for a very long time, since 2017, we have been waiting. I know I have been waiting for Jump Ship to reveal their game Somerville. Now, Jump Ship is headed by Dino Patti. He is half the owner of Playdead, who gave us Inside, one of my favorite games of all time, bitch. I am still waiting for them to release something. They released 4 screenshots in 5 years. That's it, bitch. We ain't never gonna see that game, or hopefully we see it soon, because I really need that game in my life. I'm so excited for it. Like, I feel like it should be coming out soon. They also leaked that like 7 years ago, or 6 years ago. Don't quote me exact dates. I'm not sure, but it's been a long ass time, bitch. So now, Jump Ship, we were getting like one teaser trailer a year after like 2 years after the announcement. They were leaving us crumbs, like, but we were eating up those crumbs like we were starving, right? So now, the last thing we got from them was from the Game Awards in December last year. But we got like a little trailer. I did a reaction for it. I can't wait for it. It looks gorgeous. I'm so excited. I'm so hyped for it. So nothing since December. Now, over the past 2.5 weeks, it's almost 3 weeks now. I'm recording this on the 12th. This is the only time I have to record, right? So every day, Monday through Friday, they're giving us a teaser screenshot, concept art from the game. And even today on the 12th, they said, we can't wait for you to see what we're working on, a red light and a red car. And we know like the color is prominent throughout every teaser we have seen. Really hope we get a release date soon. Maybe there'll be a PlayStation showcase. I have a feeling there's going to be one soon. So let's keep our fingers crossed, because the screenshots are just making me more and more hyped every time I see it. Let's hope for a release date. Now, God of War Ragnarok has gone gold. So on October 7th, Sony Santa Monica Studio reveals that the game God of War Ragnarok has gone gold. And bitch, I am so hyped for that game. I cannot wait for it. The hype is through the roof. I'm so excited. I didn't have any doubt that it was going to be released on the date that they said it was going to be, because the last God of War game I remember it was on 420, and everyone was like laughing it was going to be released on 420. And when he announced it, when Cory Barlog announced it was going to be revealed that it was going to be released on 420, I don't think he even realized, or maybe he did, I don't know. But it was a picture of his little doggy. His little dog is so cute. And the note with the date on it. If I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. But and that date stuck. There was no pushback. There was no release date pushback. Honestly, when they first announced 2022, I knew that was never going to happen. In my heart, I was hoping it would be, but I knew it wasn't going to happen. I'm glad they had the extra time to work on it. I'm really excited for it, and I can't wait to play it. So we're all on track. November 9th, the game releases. Let's get into it, bitch. Ragnarok is coming. So last month, I was scrolling on YouTube, looking around, and on my feed, I saw that there was a game called Ashfall. I'm like, oh, what do you know? John Garvin's game that he's working with Michael Mumbauer on his new business venture for video games. Oh, something came out for it. Oh, except it wasn't John Garvin's game. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was NetEase's game, and it looked eerily similar. It looked eerily similar to Ashfall, and it had the same name, bitch. Oh, but there was more to the story, and I did a little digging. Now, as soon as I saw it, I was like, should I retweet this? Like, this is something like, this is not John Garvin's game. But I didn't have to, because right after that, or soon after that, John Garvin spoke out about it himself, bitch. He came out on Twitter and said, oh, isn't that funny? We went to NetEase, and we had pitched this game to them, and they said they didn't like the idea, but they loved the name. So, the name, some of the concept art that he had provided them when he was pitching the game, when they were pitching the game to them. I don't know if that sounds like a lawsuit to me. That doesn't sound like, oops. That doesn't sound like an accident. That sounds like a lawsuit to me, bitch. Let me know if you want to bring this case to the Game of Court. It seems very shady to me, bitch. I say, I would be the first one on the phone with my lawyer saying, sue, sue, sue. My immediate thought was like, wouldn't you have the game name copyrighted? Have all the legal paperwork done saying this is our property, this is the name of the game, and if someone uses it, you could at least sue them, right? Well, right, yes and no. Because first of all, if you know anything about game developments, which obviously I am not in the business, but I do know that a lot of gaming companies use a working title or just like a name they think will fit until the time being, until they really get the name they want, they love, and they want to stamp it on the game. So even games are working under code names the whole time, so no one knows which game you're talking about. Like Double Fine did that with Brutal Legend, and in Broken Age, I remember it was called Reds. So that was the name they worked under. But internally, they only knew it as the real name. So I can see, but I was like, I jumped the gun a little bit, but and then even John Garvin said Days Gone wasn't going to be Days Gone until the end. I think it was like The Dead Don't Ride. I think he said that was supposed to be the name of Days Gone before they actually came down to the final name, which, okay, so fair enough. So I do not begrudge them for not copywriting the name, but it seems so unfair. It seems so fucking unfair. I hope they are able to take some recourse, because having two games with the same name and the same aesthetic could be really devastating on something that you've been working on. So I hope they have some kind of justice where they work it out somehow, but I haven't heard anything else about it since this happened, since the Ashfall was shown at Tokyo Game Show. It still sucks. That really, really sucks. It's known on social media as Ashfall, because as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, John Garvin's thing dropped. I'm like, oh no, it was not to be. So I hope they get some sort of compensation, or at least they are able to use the name that they've been working on, because now they probably won't be able to use Ashfall at all, because this NetEase probably has it copyrighted now since they revealed it to be the name. So I hope they're able to work it out. Speaking of mystery game teasers, Hideo Kojima has been very busy teasing a new game. Oh yes. He has been teasing pictures of silhouettes of a young woman, who's that girl, and it was just a picture of a silhouette, but people, the little Nancy Drews came out of the woodwork and said, oh, that's Ellie Fanning, bitch. That is her silhouette. And it turns out they were right. So Ellie Fanning, who's that girl? And it was her with a red background. I first thought, honestly, I thought it was him working on his production company with the movies. I'm like, or it could be for Death Stranding 2, allegedly, supposedly, the worst kept secret in the business. Everybody's leaking and talking about it. But Norman Reedus himself kind of spilled the beans on it. First of all right, I'm putting down my notes now. Could you imagine, bitch, if she is in Death Stranding 2 and she is Baby Lou all grown up? Bitch, could you fucking imagine? Could you imagine if she is Baby Lou all grown up and they do a time skip and she's Baby Lou and she's got these powers and she's, oh my God, I can't even imagine. So my hype for this is through the roof. Baby Lou, sure, she could be anyone else in the game, but that was the first thing I thought of. What do you think her role is? Because in this alleged game, I think all will be revealed at the Video Game Awards in December, which is less than 2 months away. I think it's on, I'm going to talk about it next. We'll get to it. But it's in December. I think it's December 9th, which I never miss. I watch it every year, and I do my little reactions for it on the channel too. You guys know, if you've been around, if you're an OG on the channel, you know I've done one every year for like at least 6 years. Hopefully we will see more from Miss Ellie Fanning, or Elle Fanning, or whatever her name is, like Miss Fanning. Shout out to you. Keely and Kojima are best friends. Buddy cop movie incoming, I hope. That would be awesome. It probably will be revealed at the Game Awards with her. They're going to do a whole big do a whole big production about it. There'll be a whole big reveal, very dramatic. And I live for the drama and I live for the reveals. So hopefully we'll see something more from Who's That Girl. And then he was saying, not only who's that girl, but where is that girl? Time jumps? Who knows? She could be from the past and all will be revealed. Then question mark to question mark. Guys, the hoops that man goes through to keep us wanting more. I live for like the teasers of these games. They got me. They got me, girl. They got me, gal. Now we know that Playdead's iconic game Inside was a work of art, but apparently so does the Museum of Modern Art. They have included Inside in their collection of iconic video games. So shout out to Inside and that gorgeously haunting, taunting, horror, nightmare of a game that I love and I live for. It is now in MoMA, which is one of my favorite museums. I've been there many times. I love it. I have not been there in years though, but I would love to go back and see a video game exhibition. It is a work of art. Now, there was announced that there's going to be a new Iron Man game. The developers of Star Wars Squadrons and the upcoming Dead Space remake. The news is out. We couldn't be more thrilled to collaborate with Marvel Games on an all-new single-player action-adventure Iron Man game. While we're still in early development, this is an exciting new adventure for our studios. I'd be into it. Like, it's a great song. Black Sabbath. Shout out to Black Sabbath. Shout out to Iron Man. But I would play that single-player. Yes. Hell yes. An action-adventure single-player game has my name written all over it. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for the game. Now, the PSVR 2 was revealed. And let me tell you something, it looks so stunning. I swear, if I didn't have such terrible motion sickness, I would have already had a VR. Does anyone else have terrible motion sickness? I don't know if this PSVR 2 helps with that. I don't know, but it looks stunning. And I'm going to tell you about it. Let's get into it. My favorite thing is single cable connection. Instead of all the wires and all the things getting wrapped up and everything, single wire connection. Connect with new worlds using PSVR 2's revolutionary features. New video demonstrates 4K HDR display, 110-degree field of view, headset feedback, adaptive triggers, and haptics, plus much, much more. Single cable connection, which is very helpful for all of us who have so many cords and cables tangled up in all the shenanigans. Will you be getting it? Let me know. Ex-PlayStation bigwig Sean Layden, the head of PlayStation Studios for many years, had left. I don't know if he was, I'm assuming he was let go. That has never been confirmed. He is a former PlayStation head titan of industry at PlayStation, and he has been gone for a few years. And he's been kind of quiet on social media, but he kind of, I don't know if it was kind of leaked before he made the official announcement, but he is now working for Tencent. Tencent has been buying and scooping up a lot of video games companies, and they've been getting their hands in the pot of a lot of things, and now he is working for them. The former head of PlayStation, Sean Layden, has a new position as strategic advisor for Tencent Games. What do you think about this new role for him? What do you think about this new role for him in the company? Do you think it's a good move for him? What do you think? I don't know. Men's are men's. I'm not sure. I'm half and half about it. Now, here we go again with toxic. Some gamers in the gaming community have started threatening people to the point where the company has to come out and make a statement about it, bitch. I am tired. Aren't you tired, bitch? I am exhausted about reporting about this every friggin' month. Respawn. Let's talk about it. Respawn had to come out and make a statement condemning the harassment and threats towards the people who work for them. It's a video game, people. You have to get over it. You have got to get over video games not being exactly what you want and what you like out of life. Constructive criticism is helpful, but harassment and threats are never okay. You all got to stop it. Now, I want everyone to repeat after me. Not my people on this channel, because I know you guys are not about that life. I'm not about that life. We never, ever harass or threaten anyone about their video game. I want you to repeat after me. Sometimes a game isn't for me. Got that? Sometimes I just don't like a game. Sometimes I can just say, I don't like this game. It's not for me. We all got that? Everyone got that? Okay. You don't have to shit on it. You don't have to threaten people. You could just say, it's not for me, girl. I don't like this game. It's not for me. And leave it at that, bitch. Why does it have to be threats? People getting doxxed, people getting harassed. Sometimes it ain't for you, and sometimes it's not meant for you, and that's okay. Like, bitch. So, Google Stadia is officially shutting down, bitch. Next January, it is all said and done. Service will end on January 18th, 2023. So in January, it is shutting down. I'm saying next January, like it's so far away. It's only a couple months away. Google will be refunding all of Stadia hardware, games, and add-on content. Did any of you guys try Stadia? I have not tried Google Stadia. I just didn't. Really didn't think it was going to work. But what the fuck do I know? I ain't nobody. Google Stadia ain't calling me. Obviously, I am not the expert. But it just never took off. But at least they're refunding all the hardware and stuff that people had used for this subscription service, which is good. But the developers were so caught unawares. So I hope everybody lands on their feet when this is done. So there is no artwork for this month. I sent out the request. I haven't received anything yet as of day of the taping. If anything was sent in, I will put it right here. Shout out to anyone if they have sent it my way. I will do, if it's up before I upload it. If not, I will put it in next month's. Okay, so sorry for no artwork this month. I did actually remember this time. Maybe I should forget, because when I forget, people remind me. So I did send out the request. No artwork for this month, but you guys keep taking your pictures. Keep doing your artwork and your best. I'd love to see it. Here are the video game release dates for this month. What's coming up? We know the big one's coming up. A Plague Tale Requiem on this 18th. It will be out. I hope you guys enjoyed my cosplay for it. It's very complicated. Dress work, pattern work that I had to do. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you like my theme of the gold. I got my life doing that look. The High Priestess. Let me know what you thought about it. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. So A Plague Tale Requiem comes out on the 18th. Then God of War on the 9th. Those are my two biggies. And I probably won't be playing anything else for the rest of the year. I will be finishing up playing Left Behind if it's not finished already. I don't know. This is past Deirdre talking about future Deirdre. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. We're going to finish The Last of Us Left Behind. So congratulations to Asobo Studios on the release of A Plague Tale Requiem. I can't wait to play it. It's time for the yes, bitch, and the mess. Now, my yes for the month is Somerville, the teasers, the little teasers of the concept art they've been giving us every day for the past 2.5 weeks. I am living for it. I am loving it. I absolutely adore the concept art for it, and I can't wait to play it. Like, hands down, I'm so freaking excited. Hope it comes out early January 2023, right after we finish playing God of War Ragnarok. I can't wait to play it. Also, shout out, my yes of the month is Rocktober, Brutal Legend. I love that game so much. It's my most favorite game of all time. So happy Rocktober to all my metalheads. And I hope you have celebrated with your horns up and listening to metal every day. So that's my yes for the month. Happy Rocktober. Happy A Plague Tale Requiem. Happy metal music to you all. And my mess for the month, bitch. Dan Allen's. Oh, the way he snitched and tried to get away with outing all the information from these video games, breaking NDAs. First of all, it ain't right. Morally, it's not right. Legally, bitch, that's even worse. You are legally bound to keep your mouth shut. He did not. I don't want to see him get any hate or harassment at all, but like, girl, who's going to trust you with any information now? Nobody. Not me, that's for sure. Anyway, guys, that's the news for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this news, shenanigans, fuckery, and foolery. If you like me and my motherfucking shenanigans, please leave me a like, share, subscribe. Guys, I'm trying to get to 15,000. Please give a girl a subscribe if you can. And support me on Patreon. We have a lot of fun over there. Every week you get a separate video, a stream every week, an extra video every week at the Firefly and the Infected level. So if you want to just give your girl a little tip, a little makeup money, a little cosplay money for Michael's and Joanne's, I would appreciate it. Thanks so much. But you don't have to. I appreciate you guys just watching, being here, leaving me comments. I try and answer every comment. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so very much. Have an awesome Halloween. Have an awesome Rocktober. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back with more. Oh, that's terrible. Oh my God, that's like a complete stereotype. I just stereotyped myself. I'm Italian. I'm allowed to say it. But I'm just saying, bitch. Is my PlayStation on this entire time? I'm going on almost an hour. My nose is running. Oh, now I ran out of tissues. All right, I'm done with that. I am done with that, bitch. Don't say nothing and there won't be nothing.